Hello everyone. So this video is going to be about how to read tarot, tips and tricks on tarot, because I've been doing tarot for a little bit. And I feel like I've pretty much figured most of it out. There's some questions I have about like some cards, but at the end of the day, they're just cards. Okay. The first thing I want to talk about is, in the beginning, I tried to figure out the cards, and when I started figuring out some of them, I figured them out by ordering a lot of other decks of cards, because those really helped. Those helped me. Because when you clarify a tarot card, it helps you figure it out. And the amount of times that you read and read and read the cards, you figure it out because of what it's clarified. The second thing I want to point out is, after a while, I realized it wasn't me the cards were about, it's the other person. It's about a manipulator, okay? Because every time a card comes out, it resists. Like the card that clarifies it resists it. But for a while, I was reading the cards as if it was me, because that's how everyone's reading them on YouTube and everywhere else. It's about you if you ask. If it's about you, but then you're going to get something that doesn't make sense. I think the cards just explain a manipulator. That's it. I don't think they're magic cards. I don't think it's the truth, because I pulled on myself and it said I had a secret person and all that. Because if you can read somebody else and it's right, then you should be able to read on yourself and it's right too. So technically it's all just bogus. Yeah. So all the tarot readers you see online, just know it's coming out of their butt. Okay. Exactly. They just make up something, and you can tell, especially the ones that say free readings. Get ready. But the person you're asking about, if they're literally a manipulator, they have to already have that characteristic. Like if they've already gaslit you, then you can read about them, because you know if they've gaslighted you already. So it worked perfectly for my person. Now, whether the cards were right and my videos were right, that is all their fault. Because whatever I said, they didn't give me anything to work with anyway. And they knew that. That was a tactic they did. So I would come chasing after them, because they wanted to play the field. They probably didn't like me. But, I mean, I'm cool with that. I don't care. I move quick. But all I can say is I don't like a lot of people. So if I do like you, and you lost it, well, yeah. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the cards. At times, they really feel like they're accurate. After, like, if you see this person, if you see the manipulator on a regular, after they pass you and you see them, the energy is the strongest. What I mean is, like, before they pass me, if I were to pull cards on them, it'll just be like, oh, they're waiting around intentionally, whatever. But then, when they pass you, like, let me tell you, my karmic, he passed me a few times in the hallway wearing a beanie when it was like 90 degrees outside, copying me because I wore beanies on my videos. And when he passed with his friend one time, he had like started talking under his breath. Baby, you can say it out loud. You can be an adult and say it out loud. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, so anyways, right after he passed me, I knew he was hostile, so I wanted to see if the hostile card would come out. to see if tarot was, that's the first card that came out. No matter how I broke up the deck, that's the first card that came out, was the hostile card. So I don't know, tarot is weird. It's weird. I don't know, man. I think you just have to take the secret person lightly, but everything else you can probably take it. Like, you can't just go up to this person and be like, you're with somebody. If you don't know, your intuition is already like, if you're already questioning it, get out of there, You know what I'm saying? I think the cards just further help you stay away from that person. Because if you're already pulling cards, like if it's someone nice that you just met and you feel like they have good energy, probably don't pull cards on them. There was this one Libra guy, and I started pulling on him to see if he was ignoring me intentionally, and that worked out. But then the secret card came out, and I was like, you have another person, don't you? And then he was like, no, that's the honest truth. So I don't know whether it's the truth or not, because the secret card, I pulled on him like 3 times or whatever, and the secret card came out a few times. So I feel like anything you read can definitely say secret person, so definitely take that with a grain of salt. But the rest of everything is characteristics of a manipulator, I feel. Okay. Let's see what's next. So it's mostly about manipulation and how they go back and forth. So all these tarot readers that are reading about the future and making up a bunch of shit, it ain't real. There was this one person that told me that she had predicted someone's death. Dude, it's cards. Cards. They didn't predict anything. So I just look at them like, and I don't say anything. I feel like tarot is spiritual, and it just keeps you protecting yourself. It just has characteristics of rats and how they have other people and how they basically don't care about you enough. Okay? Terrible. So manipulators, they'll try this tactic where they leave you confused on purpose. They do that so you'll never have closure, so then they think you'll always come back. Tarot, it gives you something to go off of. I would say to buy your own cards, but basically you can just look at my videos because I basically tell you the gist of it. So the next thing I want to talk about is excuses. So tarot will keep you aware that whatever excuse you make up in your head about your manipulator, like, oh, they're just working on their job, that's why they're not talking to me, they're busy with their kids, I know about their kids, but not their secret baby mama, and that they're still with their secret baby mama, or with another person, whatever. When you think in your mind, when you make up excuses for this person, it's not going to help you. It's not going to do that. And you're going to learn and learn and learn over and over again until you learn the lesson. So if you want to be a tarot reader, I would suggest buying decks of cards that have 3 words that clarify on there, not ones with a lot of messages on them, because if you notice the cards that I use in the video, the 100 cards deck, the Maruka red cards, it has messages on it, and like some of it does not pertain, and I know that. Like it says this relationship or this love, that person don't love you. They love you when you block them though, forever. and they become obsessed with you. Maybe even a hate, maybe even a rage. Doesn't that sound great? Another thing that I want to talk about is tarot readers that charge like $90 on a reading or $50. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, ma'am. That is not necessary. If they're charging you, look at my videos. Please, please. Mine actually makes sense. Okay? I don't need you paying $90 for a reading from somebody else. That takes like a week to get back to you, first of all. The next tip I want to talk about, there are certain kinds of tarot readings, like ways you can lay the cards down. And if you were to look up how to do those cards and what each means as it lays down, it'll say like, this is you, this is your person, this is this person, whatever. Tarot doesn't know the difference between what person is which and whatever. It's all the same thing. It's all the other person's energy. And I need you to know that because it's going to start making sense. If you read tarot, it's going to start making sense. Okay? Because I started with the Celtic Cross until I realized that all the cards, no matter how you do it, it's all about the other person. If you know that that person is a manipulator. Okay? So if it's actually a good person, then the cards are probably not going to be about them. Like, if you were to pull on somebody that's good, a bunch of BS is going to come out. But if it's actually a manipulator, then you can read on them. And then it'll mostly be accurate, in my opinion. The last 2 tips I want to give is the tarot cards are not about the future. They are cards. They are what someone wants to do, but they're not doing. Okay, and I don't even know if they're accurate or not what that person wants to do, because if they wanted to do it, they would do it. Okay. But all the videos about the future, whatever, or these tarot readers charging $22 and 22 cents, whatever, I need you to get on my channel and look at my videos. Because they're cards. Okay, they mean 1 or 2 things, not a million things. You're going to see these people all over the place making up something. Okay? Alright? The last thing I want to talk about is a lot of people say the cards and their meanings depend on the reader. They are cards. Okay? This is like math. Or this is like a definition of a word. I'm not going to tell you that 2 plus 2 doesn't equal 4. So these cards are not magical. It's not complicated. It should be simple and it should be easily understandable. So all these tarot readers that have like 30-minute readings or 20-minute readings, leave, 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 leave. They are simple cards, and they should make sense. If they're all over the place, then those readers are making it make sense. Because you can notice in my videos, over and over, I say the same thing. And I'm sure if you've watched me already, you go ahead and know in your mind, like, she's about to say that, she's about to say that. Like, so this is technically like exposing tarot. Okay. And tips. Alright. That is my video. It is all over the place. I made notes. But I'll try and sort it all out. Alright. Alright, everybody. If y'all want me to explain the cards, I feel like I know what most of them mean. There are some that still confuse me. I can teach tarot, like maybe a video about cups, a video about swords, if anybody wants to know tarot, but I would just suggest just going to my video. But then you can also get more of a current reading if a person passes you or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, just check out all my other videos and my tarot readings, and y'all have a good one, okay? Bye.